Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite channel. And today we have very shocking revelations, and the revelation is from one of the commissioners of the IEBC, and we are talking about Justice Nyang'aya. Remember, on the day that Chebukati was planning to give the certificate to the winning presidential candidate, according to Chebukati, 4 dissenting commissioners decided to go their separate ways, and that led to a press conference that was released at Serena Hotel. So we are talking about the IEBC commissioner by the name Justice Nyang'aya, and he has revealed, and it's in response to a petition that was filed by RAILA and Martha Karua. So Justice Nyang'aya has made some shocking revelations that there was a foreigner by the name GUDINO Omor, and this foreigner collaborated with 3 other IBC staffs to invade the IBC server and consequently make changes to the Form 34As. It was a very, very smart way of rigging these elections. So, ladies and gentlemen, so in his response, Mr. Justice Nyang'aya has continued to make Chebukati's life more miserable by revealing details about the 4 people that were heavily involved in the malpractice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I delve deep into the analysis of this expose, I'd like to encourage first-time viewers to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up. You can hit the notification bell so that every time we have such videos, you will always become the first person to get notified. So, Mr. Justice Nyang'aya in his response has given 4 names of individuals he deemed culpable and responsible for the mess that took place in the IEBC system. So, as a result of this expose, Chebukati has resorted to hiring close to 27 law firms that are going to defend him in the Supreme Court. I wonder why a whole chairman would hire such kind of lawyers, that huge number. We understand that William Samoei Ruto has hired close to 52 lawyers also. So the reason why all these lawyers are being hired is the simple reason that these 2 players are afraid of the outcome of the Supreme Court, because they are, from the allegations, from the evidences that have been peddled online, some of these evidences to them is like a shock, because they never thought that these things would go into the public domain. And mind you, Kenyans are now aware, and literally everybody is now talking about the rigging that took place at the Bomas of Kenya, and that rigging was in the full glare of the cameras. You remember at Bomas of Kenya, there was someone who was slotting in papers. Those papers were believed to be forms that are Form 34As, which were cooked from the field. And there was a time Gladys Bosholoi's name was roped into this mess, the whole mess of bringing forms into the Bomas of Kenya, and then the issue of laptop and everything. So all those things led to the fact that rigging could have taken place. So Justice Nyang'aya has poured cold water on Ruto's ambitions of becoming the president of the Republic of Kenya. Justice Nyang'aya's affidavit has come after John Gidongo's affidavit that also dealt IEBC a huge blow. And most of the time when I release these exposés, I always like to rope in John Gidongo's affidavit, because it relates with almost all these revelations. Because if you look at our previous analysis, when we talked about George, the ICT person for Azimio Kenya Lands, we also brought into focus John Gidongo's. John Gidongo's main expose was about those hackers who were hired to infiltrate the IEBC system those hackers who are hired to log into the IEBC system remotely and do whatever they did, and whatever they did was in response to editing the Form 34As. So I used that example and linked it with the George case, and with Justice Nyanga's revelations. Again, I think John Gidongo is likely to be featured in this also. So the affidavit that has been filed by the respondent here, Justice Nyang'aya, exposes Chebukati a great deal. So Chebukati's, perhaps let's explain why Chebukati has hired all those lawyers. So part of the details of this affidavit is that the foreigner worked with 3 IEBC staffs, and the names of IEBC staffs have also been listed in that affidavit, and they are none other than Abdidahir Malim, there is Moses Sunkuli, there is Gideon Balan. Remember, Moses Sunkuli's name has featured several times, like on that Saturday, 2 days before Chebukati declaring the winner. Moses Sunkuli's name cropped up again. So for that was the first time it cropped up. But then the allegations there was that Moses Sunkuli was found to be closer to Davis Chirchir. Davis Chirchir is the ICT person for Kenya Kwanza. Now, Moses Sunkuli is the director for voter registration within IEBC. So he was purported to be next to Davis Chirchir, and that came after a phone triangulation exercise was done, and that revealed that he was closer to Davis Chirchir in terms of in terms of distance. So the 3 staffs, IEBC staffs, colluded with GUDINO Omor, because it's again in that same analysis, or in that same affidavit, then GUDINO Omor is alleged to have logged into the IEBC system from June 1st, 2022. So he stayed in the server from the better part of June, better part of July, until the time when the final presidential tally was done. That was the time, the last day when now Chebukati decided to announce the winner. That is the time GUDINO Omar is alleged to have logged out from the system. So what Justice Nyang'aya is saying in his affidavit is that there are trails, there are a lot of logs that, if well investigated, can give a paramount lead as to who logged into the system and when these people who logged into the system actually logged into the system. So details are there. The only thing that needs to be done is a forensic audit of the system to reveal the extent of these remote loggings. So ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, I think what Justice Nyang'aya, the commissioner who dissented, the commissioner who refused to be part of Chebukati's deal, is merely saying that people were hired, is nearly confirming that people were hired to change from 34As, and there was presence of hackers. People stayed in the system for the longer part of the whole process for as long as they wished. Ladies and gentlemen, do you think the Supreme Court will uphold Ruto's win after all these allegations? And you've seen Ruto has hired close to 57 lawyers. The same to Chebukati. Chebukati has hired close to 30 lawyers. Why would Chebukati hire all these lawyers if he knows very well that he was right? And he abided by the law. So the reason why Chebukati has decided to appoint all these lawyers to be in his defense is because Chebukati believes that siku za mwizi ni 40, and it could be that Chebukati amefika siku zake za 40, and William Ruto also is in the same mess. Siku za 40 zimefika. So sasa kitu kilichobaki is now to defend yourselves. Remember, Raila Odinga said that he will demonstrate to the whole world about the extent of rigging that took place during the process of voting. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to wind up there. But please, I'd like to encourage first-time viewers to subscribe to our channel. You give us a like, you can hit the notification bell so that every time we upload such videos, you will always become the first person to get notified. So ladies and gentlemen, I have given you details about that affidavit from Justice Nyang'aya. I have also demonstrated to you how this rigging could have taken place, how these people could have logged in remotely and edited Form 34As. So until we meet again, I'd like to say stay safe and stay blessed.